What if I told you the secret to unlocking your full potential was as simple as focusing on one thing at a time? Yeah, one thing. And before you say, "Oh, I can multitask, I'm special," spoiler alert, you're not that special, alright? Science says so. But hey, if you want to keep living life with a brain that's more scattered than a squirrel in a nut factory, be my guest. Or, you could stick around and find out how laser-sharp focus could turn you into an absolute powerhouse. Your call. Today on Keys to Mastery, we're diving deep into breaking free from limiting beliefs, training your mind, and developing focus like a laser. If you've ever felt like your mind is a hyperactive toddler hopped up on sugar, then get ready. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to train your mind to cut out the distractions and zero in on what matters. But first, quick shameless plug, we're on a mission to hit 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And trust me, your future focused self will thank you. Alright, let's start with those sneaky little monsters in your head called limiting beliefs. They're the little voices saying things like, "I'm just not good at this," or "People like me can't succeed in that." I hate to break it to you, but those beliefs, they're as real as a unicorn on roller skates. Here's what studies have shown. Our brains are hardwired to believe what we repeatedly tell them. It's like your mind is your biggest hype man, or your worst critic depending on what you feed it. According to Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck, we either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. If you're locked in a fixed mindset, convinced that you're stuck with your current skills, habits, and traits, then yeah, good luck with that. But if you have a growth mindset, you'll see every failure as a stepping stone to success. And that's where focus comes in. Shifting to a growth mindset allows you to start focusing on what's possible instead of what's stopping you. Now let's talk about multitasking, or as I like to call it, how to do a bunch of things poorly all at once. The myth of multitasking has been busted so many times, it's like a piñata at a toddler's birthday party. Research by the American Psychological Association shows that switching tasks costs your brain major time and energy. Up to 40% of your productive time just goes poof. Here's the thing. If you can focus on one task at a time, you're not only going to get it done faster, but with way better results. In fact, every time you finish a single task, you get a tiny dopamine hit. That's the same chemical that makes you feel awesome after a workout or after someone actually replies to your text. Focusing on one thing makes you feel accomplished, which builds momentum for the next thing. And if you don't believe me, check out our video on the 80-20 rule. That's all about doing the things that actually move the needle, and not wasting time on the stuff that just distracts you. Alright, so now you're like, yeah, focus is important, tell me something I don't know. So, here are some practical tips. Let's turn you from a distraction-prone daydreamer into a productivity ninja. First up, tip number 1. Eliminate distractions. People, listen. Stop fooling yourself into thinking you can ignore your phone when it's right there on your desk. Studies show just the presence of your phone, even face down, actually drains your focus. Put it in another room. Lock it in a drawer. Heck, throw it out the window if you need to. You can thank me later. Tip number 2. Set specific goals. Here's another one. Set clear, specific goals. "I want to work out more" is vague and lets you off the hook. "I want to work out 3 times a week" is specific. It's like the GPS for your brain. You know where you're going, and every time you hit a mini goal, you get that sweet dopamine reward, keeping you on track. Tip number 3. Use the Pomodoro technique. Ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? This one's genius. Work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, rinse and repeat. You get small, timed sprints that keep your mind engaged without burning out. Plus, it makes it way harder to fall into that YouTube rabbit hole when you know you've only got 5 minutes of break time. And I see you scrolling through videos of cats playing the piano. Let's get a bit nerdy for a second. Your brain operates on different frequencies depending on what you're doing. When you're deeply focused, you enter alpha and theta brainwave states. This is where creativity and problem-solving happen. If you're constantly distracted, you're stuck in beta mode, which is great for staying alert, but terrible for deep, meaningful work. Now, getting into those alpha states requires training your mind to settle and ignore distractions. That's why all these tips work so well together. They teach your brain to stay in that focused mode, which becomes like a superpower when it comes to getting things done. If you're still watching, I'm guessing you're ready to break free from those limiting beliefs and level up your focus game. So hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey to hit 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Every subscriber gets us one step closer to the ultimate holiday gift, an extra 1,000 people becoming productivity legends. And remember, none of this works if you don't do the work. Take one thing from this video and start implementing it. You'll see the results faster than you think, and once you feel that momentum, you'll be unstoppable. Until next time, keep mastering your life, one key at a time.